Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up early to hear me talk. I'm Allie Schrader, and I'm going to be telling you all about the integration of technology in the classroom and how it can provide students with a boundless source of resources and information, but also some drawbacks that it entails. Through extensive research and a survey of 76 people, I have found that in general, we are reliant on technology, we know how to use technology, and we support the advancement and funding of technology. I put my information that I found into some graphs. As you can see, 55.3% of us have average dependency on technology, 44.7% have a high dependency on technology, and no one said that they are completely independent of technology, and I thought that was pretty cool. 68.6% said they have average computer literacy, 31.4% said that they have a high computer literacy, and no one said that they don't use computers at all. 87.3% said they support the advancement and funding, 1.4% said they don't support the advancement and funding, and 11.3% said that they have no opinion at all either way. Here is an overview of what I'm going to be talking about today. The internet, the World Wide Web, search engines, they make researching topics very easy for students. Many schools, libraries, other resources have online databases such as EBSCOhost. Almost every publication in print can be found online, and wikis are also a source of information. However, they tend to be less reliable because their content is openly editable, meaning anyone can change it. Networking is a great way to advertise skills, achievements, anything that you may have done, update contacts, both professional and personal. Weebly, Facebook, and LinkedIn they all have the capabilities of uploading resumes, getting contacts, anything like that, pictures. But these are not the only ones. There's also other portfolio websites. You could do a search for them on Google search engines, and they all have their own unique features. Today's students are becoming more visual learners thanks to video games, television, other high-speed digital devices. 65% according to Prentice Pearson Hall. There are many educational websites out there like funbrain.com and hippocampus.org for students who need extra help. Teachers can use these sites as homework assignments and other lessons. There's also specialized software like Keyboard Classroom and Algebrator for more specialized functions. There's also online workshops and labs for students to use. I know the Purdue Online Writing Lab is a great resource for MLA formatting. I've used it a number of times personally. You can find video or text-based tutorials for almost anything you could possibly learn how to do. GoodTutorials.com and YouTube are sources of these. And there's an infinite number of topic-specific informational websites. You can find pretty much any topic for anything. There's tons of websites out there. But technology also has a dark side. Plagiarism and copyright infringement are big deals on universities and other places. You can get fired from your job, you can get kicked out of school, you can even get sued or arrested. There's a lot of pornographic websites out there, inappropriate content everywhere, and false anonymity is a big concern in technology. Criminals online tend to have this idea that they can't get caught just because you can't see them. But they can be very easily tracked, just like if a tangible person robbed a store. Some other damaging effects to students, it can be a very big distraction. Let's be honest, who here, let me get a show of hands, has ever been on Facebook during class? I know you're lying. Since there's so much information available on the internet, it's very easy to get off focus. And teachers sometimes expect technology to magically teach their students. Like you just throw a computer in front of a kid and they're going to know calculus. But it doesn't really work like that. The blind can't lead the blind. The teachers themselves have to be knowledgeable in their technology to teach their students. And there's an argument that technology displaces the funding for other programs like art, music, and technical programs and trade skills. Funding for technology diverts funding that could go for other things. But here's some positive effects. Proponents' arguments for the budget displacement say that technology can be used to teach, reinforce, and facilitate programs with displaced funding. For example, if, say, an art program was cut and they didn't have enough money for materials to teach their students, technology can be used to create art. For example, Spider-Man here. I drew that with Photoshop and an Easy Pen tablet. And technology has proved to increase motivation and self-esteem within students. Many teachers report that active engagement, instant results, and graphical interfaces keep students attentive and help them retain more information than traditional textbook learning. They also say that it increases collaboration with peers. Many technology-savvy students are very willing to help those with less knowledge on computers. And they've noted improved design skills through multimedia presentations, such as this PowerPoint here. They say that they have a higher attention to audience and they see colors more and everything else. Linda Roberts, director of the U.S. Department of Education and former technology to the Clinton administration, said that there is research under controlled conditions that shows students with access to technology applications and good teaching learn more and learn faster than students who don't. And although it's beneficial to everyone, technology is more beneficial to under-challenged, under-motivated, and special needs students. Emails, phones, instant messaging, social networks, and other forms of online communication help keep students more connected to teachers. A shy student in a real stiff classroom setting is much less likely to ask a question if he or she needed help if it were not possible to do so over the internet. And although it may not sound too enticing to students, technology increases communication between teachers and parents. Joy Thomas used a web quest to help teach her first grade class about the solar system. A web quest is an assignment that prompts students to use the internet as a source of research. She reported that her first grade students were actively engaged and collaborated well with their partners. She also noticed an increased retention of information. She gave a similar assignment on solar systems a week later, and many of the students used the same planets that they were assigned for their web quest. And this connection, this retention of information over a week for first graders is a very big step. Here's what our web quests looked like. They had a link to other links, the resources tab over there, and they could find all their information on other websites. In conclusion, technology offers a boundless source of information and resources, and although it has some drawbacks, it also has observed measurable benefits and advancements. Any questions?